Hi and welcome to the Thrunite channel. So today we're looking at Thrunite's brand new product, but here's the catch. There's no name yet, there's no price yet, and there's no UI yet, and that's up to you guys to figure out what you really want. You, the Thrunite fans, the Thrunite customers, that's what this video is all about. They have introduced a brand new weapons light that is really simple and going to be very affordable. The price tag is going to be under $50, which is pretty amazing. But they are taking suggestions. How much do you think this should cost? What the name of this should be? If you notice, there's no engraving on this yet. This is just a prototype. All right, and what kind of UI would you like? Right now, this just has the capability of just turning on and off. All right, so this is a feedback video. They very much want your opinions on this product and what you want it to be. So I've been playing around with this and testing this for about 2 weeks now. It is a fantastic light. It is an LED model. You can see it is a weapons light, so it does have a pressure pad. So in order to activate this, you push down on the pad. It could be anywhere along this pad. All right, it's just a rubberized pad. And right now, the UI for this prototype happens to just be momentary on. Okay, so when you hold it, it's on. When you let go, it is off. It's a very simple light. It takes one 18650 battery cell. All right, very nice mount on this. Let me zoom in a little bit just to show you this. All right, all you have to do is turn this knob, which is knurled. So we're going to loosen that. Then you push through, and that opens up this area here to put this on the rail system. Okay, and then once it's on there, you lock it up. Now, one thing I can tell you is that the output is going to be around 1500 lumens with that 18650, but everything else is pretty much up to you. All right, their target price is still less than $50 for the unit. So it is going to be one of, if the most affordable weapons light with that kind of power. All right, so you guys have to come up with the name, what UI you might like, that is user interface. So, you know, whether you want a constant on option, things like that, strobe maybe. Now I'd like to also compare this Thrunite weapons light with two other popular weapons lights. In the middle here we have the Olight. This is the Olight Odin. All right, very well known, as well as on the right here we have the Streamlight. This is the ProTac HLX. The model is 88066. So we're also going to be comparing it to this one as well. So keep in mind the Thrunite here is 1000 lumens and is going to cost less than $50. All right, comparing that to this Odin here, the Odin is capable of 2000 lumens, but it has a current price tag of $160 plus. Now I say plus just because the prices do range quite a bit, but that is the cheapest that I saw it on Amazon currently was $160 or $159.95. And then we have the Streamlight ProTac, the HLX. This is capable of the same 1000 lumens as our Thrunite here, but this currently has a price tag of $115 or more. All right, so besides just kind of comparing it with some popular options currently, I also want to show you how this looks mounted onto a rifle. All right, so what I grabbed here is an AR-15, very popular rifle. This one specifically is a Ruger 5.56. This has a traditional forearm on it, all right, with a separate mount that goes over that has several different mounting options, okay, different rails. So first up is the Thrunite. Again, we want to loosen this piece as far as possible, all right, so we have wiggle room to slide onto the rail piece. So again, we're just going to push on this. You can see it's widening the track, all right. We're going to just pick a spot here. Right there is fine. Then I'm going to rotate this clockwise until this is nice and tight. And hand tight is totally fine. All right, so that is not going anywhere. There is absolutely no wiggle room whatsoever. All right, and then obviously, if we're going to keep this on this particular rifle, we're going to take our pressure pad and we're going to mount the pressure pad wherever was most comfortable. In this particular case, it would probably be somewhere around here. All right, so while I'm holding this rifle, I can push down on the pad. All right, right now we're not actually mounting it. I'm just showing you, how it would look and how it actually functions. Now taking it off is just as easy because of this knurling. It's very easy to turn that knob. So we're going to rotate that counterclockwise. All right, push in, and there we go. All right, now compared to, let's say, the Olight here, this is definitely a little bit of a different system. You can see this one has a lock and unlock feature here. So what I could do is I could just mount this piece. So the Olight Odin is a little bit more difficult to put on. You do need the wrench, all right, that is included. And we're going to loosen both of these screws on the side with that knob. All right, and this is going to widen the channel. so that we can actually get it onto our rail. All right, but once you have this mounted, it's easy to take the light on and off, as you'll see in a moment. All right, so you see how we loosen this piece? So now I can actually put it onto this rail system. So right there is totally fine. Then we're going to tighten this down. Nice and tight, it's not going to wiggle. All right, then you can slide your light on and off fairly easily. All right, make sure you get the pressure switch out of the way. And make sure that this is pushed in. All right, and there you go. And you can rotate this to actually lock it so it can't come out. So right now this is firmly attached to the rifle. All right, same deal, you're gonna put your pressure switch anywhere you want. In this case, the pressure switch does have a separate little cage, which you can also mount onto any kind of rail piece. Like, because I have multiple pieces here, I can mount this down here on this part of the rail, so that when I'm holding the rifle, I can just squeeze down to turn that light on and off. All right, and then when you're ready to remove the light, all you have to do is rotate that knob back to the unlock position. You're gonna go ahead and push it in, and then the entire light will come off. Then we have the Streamlight here, all right, which also has a knob very similar to the Thrunite, only it's a very large knob. All right, so once that's completely loosened, it gives us the play, so we can put this onto our mount here. All right, once that's in a position that you like. So here's a view from the other side here. And you're going to rotate this knob all the way down and tighten it. What is nice about this is it has a slot cut into it, so once you hand tighten it, you can use maybe a coin or something to get that even tighter. All right, but very simple. Now this is firmly on the rifle. And same deal, we have a pressure switch here. The only difference is this pressure switch has a dedicated constant on, all right, as compared to just the momentary on. All right, a couple different functions, including strobe. So that's pretty much it. That's for the Streamlight, and then just the reverse to take it off. All right, just going to unscrew that completely. And it should pop right off the rail here. There it is. Now, as far as mounting goes, although the Olight system is a unique little system, I don't like the fact that I have to use a tool to get it on and off. Once the base is, of course, mounted on there, you're good to go. You could slide it on and off. And there is actually two different positions. I didn't show that, but it's on the bottom or the side, depending on how you want that orientated with the rifle. However, I much prefer the simplicity of both the Thrunite as well as the Streamlight with these knobs, okay? You don't need any extra tools. You just loosen it, mount it, tighten it, and you're good to go. So there you go, just a little comparison between the Thrunite, which remains to be named, that is up to you guys, and the Olight Odin and the Streamlight ProTac HLX. Now I want to head outside real quick just to take a quick peek at what this thing looks like at night. All right, so here's a quick look at this light outside. All right, right on the ground in front of us here is about 8 to 10 feet. As I move up through the woods here, those trees are roughly 30 feet away or so. All right, I'll give you a little pan, left to right. All right, up and down. So you can see we have a pretty concentrated beam here, all right, to reach out and focus specifically on a target. So most of this energy is focused right at the center of the beam as opposed to having spill. All right, so there's just a little demo. So there you go. Let Thrunite know what you think. They're very much looking for your feedback. You are going to be the users of these products, so they want to know what you want. Now, if you're new to the channel, Thrunite does product giveaways. They're completely free to you, the viewer. All you have to do to enter is comment on these videos and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.